Greetings to all of you. I sincerely wish you and your loved ones happiness, health, and peace from the very deepest depths of my heart. In this video, I want to introduce 3 highly effective and natural methods for thoroughly clearing out your clogged arteries and treating vascular blockages that, without the need for any medication or surgery, will effectively clean your blood vessels and open up blockages. And this way, you'll be able to easily prevent the risk of heart attacks and strokes as well. Before that, if you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe and set the bell icon next to it to all so that whenever I post a video, it notifies you and you can come see me quickly. Otherwise, YouTube might not recommend any more of my videos to you, and you could miss some really helpful medical information. Well, vascular blockage is a condition in which blood vessels become narrow and stiff due to the buildup of plaque. The presence of this plaque is usually accompanied by increased inflammation, hardening of the vessel walls, and often high blood pressure. And yes, this condition can really disrupt your blood flow and increase the risk of a heart attack or stroke. In addition, almost half of heart attacks occur between 6 in the morning and 12 noon. But why? Because the level of stress hormones, namely cortisol and adrenaline, is higher in the mornings, and this causes the probability of clotting to increase. We even have a phenomenon called broken heart syndrome. This is associated with severe stress. For example, when God forbid you lose a loved one, this occurs and increases the chance of a stroke by up to 20 times. But what is the solution? You surely know that one of the famous drugs for preventing a stroke is aspirin, but why? Because aspirin acts as a blood thinner and thus effectively inhibits the formation of dangerous blood clots. This drug has saved many lives, but along with it, it can have side effects such as stomach bleeding, digestive ulcers that bleed, and even in severe cases, brain hemorrhage. Other drugs are statins, which are prescribed to lower cholesterol. These drugs are heavily advertised, but in fact, their effect is more limited than what they show you. In a study on 2,000 people over 50, they said statins reduced heart attack risk by 50%. But examined closely, the actual reduction was about 1%. On the other hand, statins themselves can cause muscle problems, erectile dysfunction, low testosterone, dementia, stroke, and even an increased risk of cancer. But why did I tell you all this? So you realize that not only is it good to look for an effective alternative treatment without serious side effects, but it's actually necessary to seek one out, unless you actually want those side effects I mentioned. So let's dive into 3 effective and natural treatments. Number 1, Nattokinase. Nattokinase is an enzyme derived from fermented soy and has been consumed in some Asian countries for thousands of years. This substance is one of the most powerful natural treatments for clearing arteries, and it breaks down clots really effectively. In one study, it was even shown that nattokinase can reduce thrombosis in just 6 hours. 6 hours by up to 88%. In addition, it has a direct effect on oxidized LDL. It effectively helps to prevent the scarring of your blood vessel walls, works to significantly reduce levels of inflammation, and can also lower high blood pressure. Plus, it provides a specific benefit that many people are looking for, which is increasing HDL while simultaneously decreasing triglycerides. Animal studies have also shown that combining nattokinase with ginseng can even shrink aortic plaques. Now, it does all of this with almost no known side effects. Now, the question is it available in the United States or Europe? Yes, even natto itself, a traditional Japanese food, is widely available, but the enzyme it contains is sold separately in powder or supplement form. Now, if you're wondering, Doctor, weren't you against consuming soy? My answer is, when soy is fermented, everything changes. Fermentation significantly reduces its allergenic and estrogen-like compounds, making the final product easier to digest and eliminating that negative hormonal effect. Number 2, omega-3 fatty acids, especially EPA. Omega-3 is one of the most important compounds for vascular health, but its main active part is EPA, which has significant effects on the cardiovascular system. EPA can prevent blood clotting just like aspirin, but without the side effects that aspirin has. EPA also reduces inflammation, stabilizes damaged plaques, and prevents plaque rupture. Now, you might be wondering, we want to get rid of the plaque and you want to stabilize it? Look, plaque stability here is beneficial, not harmful. A firm, stable plaque usually only partially limits the overall blood flow, whereas an unstable, soft plaque, when it suddenly cracks or ruptures, triggers circulating platelets and leads to the rapid formation of a blood clot. In simple terms, its internal contents, fat, cholesterol, and inflammatory substances are suddenly released. This sudden release causes a blood clot to form really rapidly. Now, if this blood clot completely obstructs the essential flow of blood to your heart or your brain, what exactly happens then? A heart attack or a stroke occurs. So when I say EPA prevents plaque rupture, it means it effectively maintains the stability of these arterial plaques and significantly reduces the risk of them suddenly bursting and creating a potentially life-threatening blood clot, allowing us to get rid of them in a slow and controlled manner rather than all at once. One study showed that EPA consumption reduces the risk of heart problems by up to 25%. And besides its anti-clotting effect, it can lower cortisol and adrenaline levels, also preventing stress-induced clots. Now, what is the best source of EPA? Fatty fish, wild-caught fish, wild salmon, cod liver oil, or the fish liver itself, which besides EPA has two very important vitamins. Vitamin A, particularly the active form known as retinol, which plays a vital role in helping to repair internal body tissues, has potent anti-inflammatory effects, and has demonstrated significant reductions in arterial plaque in various animal studies, and vitamin D, which reduces arterial stiffness and increases nitric oxide production. This means the widening and opening of the blood vessels, enhanced plaque stability, and the prevention of arterial calcification with the essential help of vitamin K2. Number 3, high-intensity interval training. It has been scientifically proven that these exercises can be highly effective in reducing plaque and improving your vascular health because they increase blood flow and stimulate the walls of your vessels, which activates the endothelial cells. These cells, by producing nitric oxide, dilate the vessel walls, which lowers blood pressure and prevents the formation of any new plaques. In addition to that, these exercises lead to a reduction in inflammation and oxidative stress. This way, they prevent damage to the vessel walls and plaque instability. And as a result, the likelihood of plaque rupture and the formation of dangerous clots is significantly reduced. Moreover, these exercises lower LDL levels and increase HDL levels. And this extra HDL acts just like a broom, gathering fats and oxidized LDL from your vessel walls and transferring them to your liver so they can be eliminated. All of these factors together ultimately lead to an improvement in your cardiovascular health and drastically reduce the risk of heart attack and stroke by a huge margin. Well, now it's time for you to learn the secret to cleansing your kidneys. A secret that helps your kidneys get rid of any oxalates and kidney stones so they can finally breathe a sigh of relief. Absolutely be sure to watch this video. This video also contains some fantastic information, so don't miss out on it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell next to it, my dear ones. I will see you in one of these two videos.